Hello everyone, welcome to Prep B and I hope you all are doing great. Well, today this video, let's start with a very basic question. If CAT were exactly 120 days away, what would you be studying tomorrow morning? Well, if your answer is, I'll probably do some quant, practice arithmetic, maybe an RC. If I get some time, I'll do few DILR sets. Then you're already making the same mistake that thousands of CAT aspirants do it every year. They don't fail because they're not intelligent. They fail because they confuse being busy with making progress. Well, every year around July and August, you'll see thousands of videos on internet saying 4 months are enough to crack CAD. There's still plenty of time. But nobody really tells you what plenty of time really means. So you have only 120 days, just roughly around 18 weeks. And if you're going to a college or if you have a full time job, that's roughly around 400 to 500 focused study hours before CAT. Now, divide those hours between learning concepts, solving questions, taking mocks, analyzing each and every mistake, revising, improvising your strategy, focusing on your weaker sections. Suddenly, these 120 days don't feel enough. They are not plenty enough, right? And that's exactly why you need a plan, not motivation. So, in this video, I'm not going to give you any kind of generic advice. I'm going to give you a complete week by week roadmap for CAT. We'll cover everything what you should do in this phase of your preparation, when to start taking mocks, how to analyze those mocks so that your percentile really improves, what are the biggest mistakes people generally make while their preparation phase, and what you should be doing every single week from today until the exam day. No unrealistic 12-hour study schedule, no clickbaits, just a very practical roadmap that works whether you're starting today, if you're preparing alongside your job, you're balancing college, whatever it is. Let's get started and let's start with a very quick reality check that I have already given. It's just 18 weeks left. So this is a full week by week plan on how we can analyze and make sure that you have better strategy. So let's begin. So, as I've already discussed, this is the honest math. Nobody tells you. It's just 120 days, few months. Let's be real, you're going to study only for 3 to 4 hours a day with your job and college, and that's roughly 400 to 500 total study hours if you're consistent. That being said, you're not taking any kind of vacations, you're not going out anywhere, you're not spending some time in during weekends doing some other stuff, pursuing your hobbies or anything, then you'll have 400 to 500 consistent study hours. So, do you think there's plenty of time left? So, first, very general, what's the CAT 2026? What's the pattern? Let's just discuss that. VARC, DILR, QA. These are the three sections that you will cover, and everything is 40 minutes sectional. VARC consists of your RCs and your verbal ability, 24 questions. There are also going to be theta based questions with no negative marking. Then DILR is your interpretation, data interpretation, and logical reasoning, and then comes your quantitative aptitude. So, what I want to do right now, before I discuss any strategy, what you need to do. Step one is take a cold mock this week. No preparation, no revision, don't do anything. Just take a cold mock. You need your real, unpolished starting point, not the one that you assume you have, but what's the real thing. If you're starting today, if you're starting this week, just take a cold mock. Don't prepare anything. Just think that tomorrow you're going to give CAT. So, whatever it is, this is your standard. Analyze yourself. And now I'll discuss why overall percentile matters to you. Let's say in the mock that you have given, or in any mocks that you guys have given, let's say two students, they are landing at 90 percentile overall. Student A, section quantitative ability, 99 percentile. 60 percentile in VARC. Now, that 1 week link will take away your entire dream of getting into a B school, because that would result into a sectional cutoff failure. And let's say student B has 85 percentile in all the sections. They are having more safer choice, they have more consistent profile, and their chances of getting into B school is definitely better than student A. So maybe they have same overall score, but they might have a completely different 4 month plan, completely different strategy, and here's where we come into picture. So do this now. Get your sectional split. Give a mock, get your sectional split. Not just an overall number. I don't care what you're scoring on overall basis. Give the sectional split. What is your VARC percentile? What is the DILR percentile? What is the QA percentile? And what is the time that you have spent per section and how many questions you have attempted? This is very important while you're analyzing any mock. Do this. And here comes your 3 phases. No wasted weeks. First is week 1 to week 6. Right now, in your late July to your early September, make sure your foundation is good. Because once your foundation is strong, conceptually, you are having clarity on what to do, you will excel eventually. So, do that, build your concepts, do topic wise practice. Heaviest focus should be on your weakest section from your step 1. You will analyze which section is your weakest, so make sure you give maximum time there, give heavy focus on the topics there, and make sure your foundation is very very concrete. Then comes your phase 2. It is mock intensive. That is from your week 7 to week 12, September to October. Give 2 or 3 full mocks per week. All right. And giving mocks is one thing, analyzing mocks is a completely different ball game. And analyzing the mock is as important, or I would say more important, than actually giving mock. Don't just see how many correct answers you have got and just skip to the wrong ones or reattempt the wrong ones and just leave it aside. No, even in the correct ones, analyze how much time you have taken to get the right answer. Was that question worth attempting or not? Is there any very simple question that has been asked, and you just took from 4 minutes, 2 minutes, whereas other students are taking 60 seconds in your mock analysis? You have these metrics where you can just see how much time you have spent, how much time your peers have spent. So understand, was that question difficult, was that question worth attempting? If you had skipped this question, maybe probably how many more questions you could have attempted. So try to analyze these things. And if you also have a right answer, that's fine, but also analyze what kind of approach you had. Was it a long method that you have taken? Did that question had a shortcut to solve or not? Try to analyze everything. Don't just focus on the wrong ones and leave. That's not the right strategy. Focus both on your right ones and the wrong ones and see where you can improve. All right. So your week 7, that was week 7 to 12, from September to your October, should be just mock intensive. Whatever foundation you have to lay, do it in your early September. But post that, make sure you're attempting more mocks, giving more mocks, and don't just stick to one particular institute. I'm not promoting any institute here. Take whichever mock you feel is right for you. There are so many options available, so many good brands. So whichever you feel is appropriate for you, take. But at the same time, do not rely on one particular mock series. That is very dangerous, because let's say I'm to prepare mock series for institute. I have a pattern. Let's say I like to have more like philosophical RCs in my VARC section, or I would repeat that pattern because I'm more comfortable making such mocks. So every institute will have a particular team and they are going to design those mocks. So their biases are also going to come into picture. So make sure you give variety of mocks. Do not stick to one particular pattern that is going to affect you. So in your September to October, make sure it's going to be very, very intense, very challenging. One mock per day, analysis at least 2 days. If you're not doing it, then your analysis is wrong. Trust me on this. And then phase 3 is where you sharpen, you show up. That's in your revision, that's in your November, week 13 to week 18. You just, now it's time to relax a little bit, I would say. Do not overstress yourself, do not panic. I know people who have, gotten very less overall score or percentile during your October November starting, and they feel like the entire preparation has gotten into vain. That's not necessary. Every mock has different levels of intensity, and a lot of students appear for CAT, so do not worry more. Just, it's time now to, I would not say surrender, but at the same time it's now time to forget about conceptual building. Do not try to pick new topics. A lot of students do this. A lot of students feel, okay, ठीक है, arithmetic आता है, algebra आता है, let's also do probability. What if I get 1 2 questions right? That's like 6 marks that I can score. तो ठीक है, थोड़ा नवंबर में probability भी देख लेते हैं, number system थोड़ा देख लेते हैं. Wrong strategy. Don't pick a new topic. जितना करना है, do it now. You have time till early September. Do it, but do not try to pick new topics once you're in the later stage of your preparation. That's a bad strategy, because you can spend time on revising. You can spend time on analyzing what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, and so that you can target the strengths. You should have the decision making ability is also being judged in your CAD. You have to decide if this particular question is in my strength zone or not, and is it worth attempting or not, or are you very clingy and you stick to one particular question. Do you take things on your ego and you're like, I want to solve this set no matter what, no matter, even if it takes like half an hour of my time, I'm going to solve this set. Don't have that mindset, don't be rigid. I know a lot of people say this, but because a lot of people make mistakes like this. And hence, from experience of others, from experience of ourselves, we say, do not take things personally. November is a time where you loosen your guard, you revise the topics that you have, you revise maybe the formulas, you have a look at it once again, you make sure that you give sectional time drills. Know your topics, protect your mental game. Whatever preparation has been done is enough, think that, and just try to give sectional if you need it. Let's say your VARC is weak, so you try to give more sectionals there during November. If your QA is weak, try to give more sectionals there. Try to solve as many problems as, as many questions that as you can in the topics that you have actually prepared for. So in November, I would not say completely give up. Give up. Don't study anything, because आदत नहीं रहेगी फिर. So do not lose on your habits as well. It's very easy. Trust me. So keep revising little. Show up every day. कुछ ना कुछ करो. Sectionals दे दिया, or you revised something. You analyzed your previous mocks. Whatever you're doing, do something. But keep your mental sanity as well in check. So this is your week-wise planning. First is till September, build concepts. Then September, October, 2 months, give mocks, as many mocks as you can. Weekly twice, full length mocks is must here. And then in phase 3, in the November month, just show up. And let's do week 1 to week 6 in more brief. So this is your topic wise practice. Do not take full length mocks yet. You need so much practice, you need so much concept building before you have that time to pressure. Focus on the learning here, focus on the good parts, focus on building knowledge here, very important. So do not have this time pressure, do not have कि टाइमर में मैं कर पाता हूँ कि नहीं, 40 मिनट में मुझे इतने क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने, विल आई बी एबल टू डू इट और नॉट, लेट मी ट्राई, लेट मी टेक अ मॉक. डोंट डू दैट. First build, वो build ही conquer. The foundation itself is not concrete, so how will you do well? So again, and from what cold mock you have taken, or from whatever you know about yourself, whatever is your weakest section, give maximum time there. ठीक है. and build a formula sheet, build a concept sheet. You'll be thankful to yourself when you go in the November phase 3, where you'll just have to revise now. Tab you will be very grateful that you have built your own formula sheet, your own concept sheet, and start reading daily for VRC. Because you'll have so many, uh, it's going to be a big passage, so don't be overwhelmed by it. If you have a habit of reading, at least the speed will improve, so that you can start doing. And the mistake everyone makes here is they want to do the entire syllabus. Chasing syllabus completion is the biggest trap here. You don't have to finish each and every topic. Thus, whatever has the highest weightage, do them. Every topic has, the high frequency wale topics jo hote hain, every year they are being asked, they are being tested, so please focus on that. Okay, here you have to be comfortable with the fundamentals in all the three sections. And at phase 2 is where your time, your speed comes into picture. So this is your phase 2. It's more intensive, and 2:1. That's the ratio that matters. Spend roughly twice as long analyzing a mock that you have spent taking it. So a 2-hour mock deserves 3 to 4 hours of dissection. I would say more than that. I would still say more than that, because 3-4 घंटे भी बस नहीं होते हैं. You just skip. I would say more than that, 3:1 or probably 4:1 if you have just started. Because, you will understand where you actually stand if you analyze the mocks properly. So you can have this weekly rhythm, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, आपने full length mock दे दिया, timed exactly like the DD, and day after each mock, deep analysis. See everything, target the good ones, the bad ones, where you could, and try attempting the ones that you have not attempted or you have wrongly attempted. And in the remaining days, you can have the practice. You can see if you can take up new concepts, or if you can revise. And then weekly, to take one sectional drill as well. That is also important. Then comes your phase 3. What are the do's and don'ts here? Here, you need to, revise your concept, whatever formula sheet you have made, revise that. Recognition beats relearning now. Do not start learning again. Do not start from the scratch. One mock per day, I would say maximum. More isn't better here. It's exhausting. एक mock दे दिया per week. That's more than enough. Sectional mocks देते रहो तुम लोग. ठीक है? And sleep, have food. Uh, don't over stress in this particular window. And again, repeating 100th time, do not start a new topic. ROI is very negative in this way. And do not try to take mocks every day, because बहुत सारे YouTube में ना ये trend है that take at least 70 mocks before CAT, take at least 100 mocks before CAT. So to chase that number, to get that, ठीक है, I have given 70 mocks, वो जो mental satisfaction के लिए you chase that number, मत करो. In November, don't chase any number that it will burn you out, trust me. And do not, I would say, stay away from social media. Reddit हो गया, या wherever you have strangers posting their percentile or their strategy, mat dekho. Do not panic here. Do not compare yourself. This is going to be the worst decision you can take. And do not panic switch strategies because of one bad score. एक strategy तुमने अपनाई है कब? After so many analysis, you have done so much of analysis and you have understood that this is my best thing that I can give right now, and this is going to be my strategy. Stick to that strategy. Just because you have few bad mock scores, do not change the strategy, because the intensity of that mock might be high. So do not panic switch and choose 3-4 strategies and TD में तुम्हें पता ही नहीं है करना क्या है. Don't be that person. एंड VARC में क्या करना है? रीडिंग हैबिट लाओ पहले तो. 20-30 minutes ऑफ नॉन फिक्शनल रीडिंग, एडिटोरियल्स, जर्नल्स, ये सब पढ़ना शुरू करो. क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे इतने लंबे पैसेजेस रहेंगे, you'll not be able to catch up with the speed, or you'll find it exhausting. Don't do it. So daily reading habit. Okay, and RC and your para summary, they carry the most weight. So master the critical reasoning part, master your inference based questions, your tone based questions. Factual तो कोई नहीं पूछ रहा है, तो please make sure you get your critical thinking वाला part clear. एंड डो नॉट ओवर ऑप्टिमाइज वोकैबुलरी एप्स, ये इस वर्ड का क्या मीनिंग है ये लिख लेती हूँ, आई सी अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल डूइंग इट, नॉट नीडेड. You just need to understand, comprehend that passage. You are not being nobody is going to ask you what is the meaning of this particular word. If you're understanding the concept, it's good, that's enough. And DILR, you don't need to solve anything personally. During my time, I solved two sets. I got a very good percentile. So do not chase and choose the right set. एक बार आप जैसे आता है DILR section, एक बार चारों sets go through it very roughly, see where your strength lies, and choose the set. And the skill isn't solving every set; it's picking the right set. सो विद सेट डू आई स्किप, वो इंस्टिंक्ट कैसे बिल्ड करोगे? मॉक से. इन एवरी मॉक स्पेंड द फर्स्ट 3 minutes of the section just scanning all the sets. Don't solve anything. Attempt your top 3 ranked sets fully without even touching your fourth. ठीक है? And rank sets by difficulty before committing time to any of them. And after each mock, see how well your instincts were, because how you know yourself better, right? So that's the thing you can do for DILR. And QA, arithmetic, सबसे ज़्यादा उसी से आते हैं. They are high frequency topics, arithmetic, algebra, right? So focus on that. Focus on the concept building right now. Arithmetic के सारे topics cover करो, algebra के fundamentals cover करो. Speed आ जाएगी. Speed is a byproduct. ठीक है? So do not rush into things. Spend as much time as you can here in understanding how to solve the questions, because बहुत easy है ये कितना ही twist कर लेंगे QA में, नहीं कर पाएंगे. Whereas in VARC you can twist as much as you can. In DILR तो you can twist as much as you can. But here concept तो एक ही है, formula तो एक ही है. So how much can they twist? Very limited scope. तो QA में fundamentals बहुत strong करो अपने. एटलीस्ट ये एल्जेब्रा एंड अर्थमेटिक का तो इट्स वेरी मच नीडेड. एंड हियर्स योर मॉक स्ट्रैटेजी. फ्रॉम वीक 1, प्रैक्टिस अंडर रियल कंडीशंस. 40 minutes per section. इवन इफ योर टेस्ट अलाउस यू टू स्विच बैक, मत करना, बिल्कुल मत करना. एंड सिट इन अ वेरी काम, आई वुड नॉट से काम एनवायरमेंट, बिकॉज कैट एग्जाम में तो शोर शराबा होता ही है, बट दैट डजंट मीन आप यू चूज सच एनवायरमेंट. बट व्हाटएवर सूट्स फॉर यू, लाइक इट शुड फील लाइक अ रियल एग्जाम. And your accuracy beats attempt count. Don't chase any number कि आज तो मैं इतने questions attempt करके ही आऊंगा. Don't do that. Do not skip on TETA questions. No negative marking. Attempt तो करो, थोड़ा ही time लेना, but attempt तो करो. Don't skip on that. Your luck का भी थोड़ा मतलब have faith on your luck. And protect your strong section. एक strong section तुम्हारा होगा ही होगा. Make sure you don't mess it up. Because let's say I took high hopes from VARC, इसमें तो मुझे आएगा ही आएगा ये percentile. And when I go and I mess that section up, your entire cat is going to go bad, because तुम्हारे mind में you have, I mean your mind knows that don't, यहाँ पे जो तुम्हारा strength था, you have done bad. You, the overcoming उतनी जल्दी नहीं होती है वहाँ पे. And decide your section beforehand and build a 2 minute reset ritual. One bad set, one passage. It shouldn't cost your next one. So mentally reset करने का वो button, try to now automate it. Build that button right now. And see, after every mock, sort every wrong answer into 3 brackets. One is you did not know it, genuine concept or a vocabulary gap. कुछ नहीं पता था तुम्हें यार ये question कैसे solve करता है, ठीक है. Go back to the concept sheet, add it, revisit it in 3 days. तो नहीं पता था कैसे solve करना है. You have one more thing कि ठीक है, you understood that this is the concept. Go back to your concept sheet and just add it. Silly mistake. तुम्हें पता था, but you miscalculated it. You rushed into solving. You misread it. Then slow down. नेक्स्ट मॉक में ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन आता है तो देखो, आराम से समझो, slow down here, and whenever this question type comes in the next mock, be more patient. See if the pattern repeats or not, and if it is repeating, it's an alarming sign. You ran out of time. You have gotten it right. You would have gotten it right with 30 more seconds. यहाँ पे क्या करोगे? यहाँ पे नॉलेज गैप नहीं है, यहाँ पे टाइम का गैप है. प्रैक्टिस करो. डू नॉट फील लाइक ओ आई शुड हैव स्पेंट लेस टाइम हियर और लेस टाइम. नहीं, प्रैक्टिस करो, एक्यूरेसी बिल्ड करो, वो स्पीड अपने आप आ जाएगी. डू नॉट, यू डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग. And the stuff nobody says on camera, everyone will say you 100 mocks to देना ही है, 70 mocks to देना ही है. भाई, over mocking is a real trap. Trust me on this. Taking a mock every day, it is exhausting. It might feel productive to you, that because वो mind is chasing that number, right? So you might be feeling आज तो बहुत productive day था मेरा, मैंने एक mock दे दिया, but it's exhausting. It will burn you out. Volume without analysis is nothing. द कंपैरिजन ट्रैप विल हर्ट यू. टेलीग्राम बंद कर दो, रेडिट बंद कर दो, जहाँ पे पीपल आर कॉन्स्टेंटली पोस्टिंग देयर 99% टाइम. दे आर नॉट योर बेंचमार्क. यू डोंट नो व्हाट्स देयर रियलिटी. अगर उनको सही में भी आ रहा है 99, डो नॉट compare yourself with anyone. You don't know what's going to happen at the end. So because of that comparison, don't mess up with your own brain. Be honest about your target. Someone starting seriously in July has a different realistic ceiling than someone who has been starting since January. It's not discouraging, it's the reality. You know yourself better, so you set an honest target that this is something that I can target. Maybe 99 is not your target. Agar tum July mein start kare, I'm not saying 4 months are not enough, but you know yourself better. For me, maybe 6 months are enough. For someone else who has been good at QA, good at DILR, good at English, so for that person, 2 months are also enough. So you are honest about your work, you are honest about yourself. Be honest about your target as well. Remember that good non-IIM options are also available. If top 6 IIM in 4 months isn't realistic to you, then know that there are so many options available, and people do come out doing fine, doing good, even from those colleges. They are not your consolation prizes. Apply to various B schools. Do not be rigid. People don't apply. People don't apply to MDI. People don't apply to SPG. MyCat नहीं देते लोग. I don't IIFT नहीं देते. So apply. Have the backup options. So as I've mentioned before, 1 to 2 weeks diagnose, weakest section के fundamentals देख लो. 3 to 6 week में topic wise practice all 3 sections. 7 to 9 full mocks begin, and 10 to 12 focus on your speed and accuracy. 13 to 15 revision, no new topics, and last 2 weeks mental game, rest. You have 120 days. That's enough. You didn't have to start from your first Jan, or you didn't have to start after this weekend. जो भी है कर लो, अभी से शुरू कर लो, काफी होता है. And get trackers, get your error log templates, get your concept sheet starter. ये सब करो. Because once you have your calendar, the week wise calendar which is editable, the tracker is available for you, you can do well. If you have an error log template where I have told you it can be fit into 3 buckets, you did not know, you knew, but you made a silly mistake, you could have solved if it was 30 seconds more could have been given to you. So error log template में डालो कौन सा क्वेश्चन कहाँ पे आ रहा है, what type, and build your formula sheet, build your concept sheet. That's very important. So you have 120 days. Good luck. I hope you guys utilize this time well. Do not fall for any trap. Do not fall for comparison trap. Do not fall for I have less time trap. ठीक है, जो हो गया वो हो गया. 4 months, 120 days. You still can do it. Be honest with your preparation. And I wish you guys all the best. Do let me know if you need any other kind of videos. We would be happy to help you. Yeah, thank you.